Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we're back with yet another VeVe and Ecomi video. In this one, we're going to be talking about this new big topic in the community, which is VeVe, the appearance of VeVe having exclusivity with Disney and Marvel. The appearance that they had exclusivity, it's kind of been shattered with this new NFT project that's coming out with the first appearance of Anakin. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal, and it's something that I've been talking about for a while now. It's something that I've said has been coming multiple times, and this is what I've been trying to explain and talk about. People want to redirect. My videos are no longer sponsored at this point in time, by the way, so you can't sit here and try to redirect, twist it, and blame somebody else for the same concerns that I have been addressing. The fact of the matter is, VeVe's secret sauce and their first mover advantage is dwindling. It's leaving. Like, it is 100% confirmed at this point in time that licenses are going to go other places in the space, which means, where does that leave VeVe? What is special about VeVe now? And these are questions that need to be answered, talked about, discussed. Yeah, VeVe was first. VeVe has this vision, but what they have shown is a lot of incompetencies when it comes down to actually delivering upon the vision that they've sold us for the last couple years. Now, I'm not the one that's just gonna sit here and bash VeVe and things like that. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I do. I bring these issues up so people can start asking questions so we can get answers. But the issue is, the second I bring up a concern like, oh, this metaverse is very, very trash, then instantly everybody goes in defense mode. Oh, what metaverse is better? Point out a better metaverse. I mean, just because VeVe is the best piece of shit does not make it any less of a piece of shit. It's like, that is not going to catch on in the metaverse space when you can go and play Fortnite for free, and it's 100 times better than this. You can play Fortnite for free. You can have all the same IPs and characters and stuff like that. Keep in mind, the average user isn't going to care about ownership on the blockchain or none of that stuff. They just want to have fun. They just want to have an experience they can enjoy with their friends. What are they going to enjoy more? An experience that they have to pay for, or this a better experience that's 100% free, which Fortnite is? What's the difference between a metaverse and a video game right now? Not much. Fortnite is doing what VeVe hopes to do. So in terms of the benefits of the metaverse, that is not quite clear right now in this current time. So I want to hear from the team and hear from David Yu, what makes VeVe's VeVeverse different from all the other metaverses? Why would people want to be here rather than playing Fortnite? That can be a direct question. Why would people play in the VeVeverse rather than playing at Fortnite? Is it purely going to be collectors? Are they going to be looking for first appearances? And now this is honestly a defense to VeVe losing the exclusivity and stuff like that, their first appearances, blah, blah, blah. This is honestly a defense to that, because I also said earlier on, like a year ago, I believe that first appearances and stuff like that would not be based around the blockchain. I think the blockchain is a hell of a lot less important to the average person. I think when it comes down to collecting, people are going to collect on a per platform basis. I think that whatever platforms have the reputation and has the best use cases for this stuff, that is going to be where it matters. Like that's just what it's like. That's going to be where it matters that you're holding these things. Because as long as VeVe can produce something that's enjoyable, people are going to be on VeVe, which means their first appearances and things like that on VeVe matters. I think that people are focusing too much on NFTs, the blockchain, these buzzwords that was thrown around to trick noobs into just paying a whole bunch of money for stupid stuff. The fact of the matter is, the technology behind this stuff does not matter. Now, obviously, it matters in terms of, ownership and all this stuff, but at the point where it's an NFT, it's an NFT. Like that's what it is. If it being the first one on the blockchain, period, who cares? If VeVe is the platform that matters, the first appearance on VeVe, in my opinion, is going to be what matters. There's going to be VeVe collectors. If Quid manages to pull things off, which they're showing that they're stepping it up, they have been doing a decent job. Matter of fact, I ain't getting paid no more. Listen, I can't quit. You better hit me up again. I can't be saying good stuff about you, even if it's true. But yeah, like if Quid pulls it off, Quid collectors are going to be enjoying the Quid metaverse and Quid stuff. Then you have these other projects coming up where it's going to be people who collect there and they enjoy the experiences that come with that stuff. And then there's going to be some places that just have IP, but there's no experience whatsoever tied to it. So probably no one's going to care whatsoever. So I still believe that VeVe is in the best spot in terms of having a vision. But then again, having a vision, the vision that I was sold is from 2 years ago. I want to understand if this is still the same vision, because we have not really heard too much more on what the vision actually is for this metaverse. What are the use cases? I get it. You're trying to cater to collectors. This is going to be great for collecting, and the fans are going to love this. Like, very cool. That's great. But I don't care about any of that. Like, the collectors they were always going to be the minority. Collectors are the minority. That's just what it is. Are you going to be able to attract hundreds of millions of people? That's what I want to know. Is the OMI token going to play a role in transactions? That's what I want to know. How prominent is the OMI token going to be in the VeVeverse? Is damn near every transaction going to be done using the OMI token? Like, these are the things that actually matter as an investor, personally for me. Like, I don't care about, like I said, I believe that this space is starting to slowly mature, and it hasn't really registered in the minds of VeVe fanboys yet that the tides are turning, things are changing, IP is going different places. The IP is showing that they're not going to just stay on VeVe anymore. It's much more beneficial for them to expand. But that doesn't mean that it's the end of VeVe. That doesn't mean it's the end of VeVe at all. Like I said, VeVe's first appearances could be the first appearances that matters to everyone because VeVe has the biggest name. But also, what's dangerous about this, everyone says, oh, competition is good. Some big company could come out with a platform that creates quality like VeVe. They're not first appearances, but they're better at building a metaverse. Like, what if Amazon partnered with Epic Games and literally turned Fortnite into a metaverse? A partnership like that, what is VeVe going to do against that? They have the same IPs as VeVe. They have better quality everything, and they actually have a fully functional metaverse. And they created the technology that literally other games are creating their games based off of. They created the entire framework for it. So it's like, what does VeVe do against that? You know, and this is what could potentially happen. What could potentially happen is some new uprising company could come through with a great experience tied to it, get a few good IPs, and actually have something that's going to retain users and keep people's attention and keep people excited and get people pumped up, and they can just come through and start delivering. So I think that the bear market is kind of saving VeVe right now at this point in time. I think the bear market, but at the same time, I'm not 100% confident that they're utilizing this free time to the best of that they possibly could, to the best that they possibly could. I don't think that they're doing a great job hiring. I don't think they're doing a great job maintaining their current audience and keeping things interesting. I don't think they're doing a great job marketing. I don't think they're doing, and I get everyone saying that, oh, maybe they're just taking their time, they're being patient and stuff like that. Listen, they've made it very, very clear they're in over their heads and they don't know what they're doing. Even in the last little AMA with Dan, where he talked about how this is a big thing. This is way bigger than the VeVe app. Like, that's not, they're learning as they go, which is 100% fine. But are you going to be able to put out the money to hire someone who knows what they're doing? And everyone complained at the time when Trevor left VeVe, but Trevor left VeVe. He is an experienced game developer who, where did he used to work? Was it Ubisoft? He helped create parts of Assassin's Creed. Was it Assassin's Creed? Maybe not Assassin's Creed. It was God of War. He helped make parts of God of War. Like, they had someone at the level of Trevor, and he even wanted to leave the project once he saw what was going on behind the curtains and behind the scenes. He had very little faith in their ability to actually deliver the stuff that they were promising, and that's why he chose to pursue a different opportunity. So at the point where you have someone in the know about how to create and develop games, which is very similar to creating and developing a metaverse, and this person says, yeah, I don't believe in them. I don't believe they're going to accomplish this, especially from what I'm seeing behind the scenes that I can't even talk about. it's scary. You do have to raise certain questions. And I wish the community would get out of the, oh, let's all defend and protect VeVe mindset and get in the ask questions so we can all have convictions that's built on truth, that's built on something recent and modern. People are still impressed by them dropping IP. Bro, Alfred Kahn and David, you are two of the greatest licensors in the world, hands down. I don't care about them getting IP no more. They're supposed to. That's like me being happy to see LeBron James, or Michael Jordan hit a layup. Like, I don't care that you're retired, bro. You're Michael Jordan. Like, you can still hit a freaking layup, bro. Like, I'm not impressed by that. Like, it's not impressive whatsoever. VeVe right now is doing exactly what you would expect for them to do, excelling in licensing. That's pretty much the only thing that they're excelling in, though. And that is the issue that I have. That's the issue that I want questions answered to. And this is what the community should be asking more about. There's real projects rising. IP are starting to go other places than just VeVe, showing that VeVe doesn't have exclusivity anymore, like longer. VeVe is never going to have exclusivity with this. There's real concerns rising, and I don't feel like enough people are questioning things and demanding answers. It's like, and then you have these blind fanboys that, oh, they don't have to answer anything. So you mean to tell me they sold us all on a vision 2 years ago? They explained everything. Oh, we're gonna have this metaverse like Ready Player One. Batman's gonna be scaling walls, blah, 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 blah. That is what this whole everything has been built on, these promises. And now that VeVe is looking shaky, they don't have to answer questions suddenly when things ain't looking like they promised that they would look. Everybody wanna let's wait 10 years to see if they actually deliver. How about we just know today, now, if they still plan to be going in that same direction? You can tell us if you're still shooting for Ready Player One or not. Like, you can tell us your strategy for all these other people coming out with licenses and licensors on their side. Like, what's your strategy to be better than them? Like, I'm not asking for information, a secret sauce. Like, people always want to sit here and say, oh, you sound salty. Like, my video yesterday, people were like, oh, you sound salty. You sound mad that you just couldn't get into the metaverse. It's like, that is what you took from that video? This is the stupidity that you're getting from my videos? I would much rather play Fortnite. I would rather play Apex Legends. I would rather play anything but the VeVeverse. I would make videos on the VeVeverse strictly to give honest feedback and see if I actually see potential in what they're building. That would be the sole purpose of that, and to market it and to let people know that things are being worked on, which means that me having access to the VeVeverse would be the best thing for the community, which this is what people are failing to realize. When I say that the influencers should have access, that is what I mean by influence. All of us are gamers. All of us would rather be playing actual good games. The VeVeverse don't have nothing. You can walk around and build rooms. Like, the VeVeverse is not a fun experience yet. Maybe it will be one day. But if people spent less time creating these stupid ass narratives and more times actually focusing on the things that matter, VeVe would be so much farther along. Because if people were asking the right questions, demanding the answers to the right things, and these answers and stuff was circulating, the investment might be looking a hell of a lot better right now. Like, right now, VeVe is just looking like a joke who hasn't been able to deliver in years. And we can't change the narrative because they haven't given us any updated vision, idea where things are going. Like, we just don't know too much. People are still holding on to stuff that's 2 years old. At this point, if you're still praising everything VeVe is doing after all their constant failures and not delivering and being caught lying and all this other stuff, it's like you're over leveraged in the project. Like, you put way too much, you're over invested, you're too attached emotionally. And that's an issue. And there's nothing wrong with loving VeVe and being attached emotionally, but your attachment to this project shouldn't take away from your logic and being able to ask questions. It's like, I don't know. The fact of the matter is, VeVe is looking like, it's looking shaky. It's looking shaky. And you can sit here and try to make me the bad guy. Oh, Veil is turned on VeVe and all this other stuff, and that's 100% fine. But the fact of the matter is, I'm the person who's trying to figure out answers, who's trying to figure out how VeVe survives, how VeVe becomes the VeVe we were all promised that it was going to be, and if they still even have that in the plans. Everyone's just assuming, oh, they have that in the plans. Let's just wait and see what they do. I don't want to go off assumptions from 2 years ago. I want to hear today that yes, we still have the same goals. We still have the same ambitions. There's been a few hiccups, but we still are going for this. This is our goal and we will accomplish this. It may take a little longer than we thought. It may be a little harder than we thought. We may be up against more competitors than we thought, but we are going to make this happen. I want to have conviction that VeVe is still laser focused on what they promised years ago. That's still the vision. And it seems like everyone else is just, well, a lot of people just don't care to have their convictions reassured. It's like, I studied 2 years ago. I'm okay with the state of things. Like I'll stick with what I heard 2 years ago. And mainly these are people that's just don't know much about crypto outside of VeVe. Like this is your only, like, it's not scary to a lot of people who only focus on VeVe all the time because you don't know all these other metaverses. You don't know that Spatial has everything VeVe has plus more. You don't know all this stuff. So when you got people like me out here seeing this other stuff pop up and seeing some of the stuff that's out here and what some of these other companies are doing, any logical person is going to be like, yo, that look kind of crazy. How long it taking them to do this? And this is already better than what VeVe did. It's like you see these things that pop up and but I digress, man. The point of my videos is not to spread FUD, and honestly, you're doing a disservice to the community when you entertain people saying that, oh, he's spreading FUD, blah, blah, blah. Like, all the jokes and stuff, it's funny. I really laugh at all this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, I bring up very, very serious concerns that need to be spoken about. You can be against me, but realize at the point where you're against me, you're against your own investment. I don't care if you are. Like I said, I don't need this project to succeed. I really want it to, but I don't need it to. A lot of you all who need it to succeed and you're against me, don't realize you're fucking yourself. But that's just what it is. Like, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, if this is what you think is the right decision, perfectly fine. But I just want some answers. And it's not just, oh, Cavell wants answers. You should want some answers too. Do some research. Go and look at the metaverses out there. Look at some of the stuff these companies are doing. And you would have some of the same concerns and questions that I have as well. If you don't care that what you were sold when it comes down to the promises and stuff that this company has made you, and there's not been any clear, yes, we're still going for this. Yes, this is still going to happen. Yes, the OMI token is still going to power everything. Like, if this stuff should be clear. It was very, very clear when you were first trying to get our money 2 years ago. Now everything vague and a mystery? Nah. That don't fly with me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, yo. Let me know what y'all think. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.